Hi, my name is Sarah Carl. I'm a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama, and today I'm here with Annie Carl. She is a student life coordinator and ninth grade public speaking teacher at UMS Wright, and we are going to be talking about technology in the classroom. So, Annie, how do you use technology in your classroom?
Well, Sarah, technology is used in my classroom a myriad of ways. I use the smartboard every day. We use it for general things such as watching the announcements, but we also use it to browse websites in order to help write our speeches. We watch a lot of speeches that have been famous throughout history. We watch a lot of presidential debates, all types of things like that in order to help them gather prior knowledge before starting a project. Also, when I taught 6th grade English, I used the smartboard every day as a way to engage the students in the activities. So it was not just get out a piece of paper, write down the sentence. It helped to bring them into what we were doing and help keep them focused, and it helped make it a little more exciting. Also, in my classroom, I allow my students to use their phone as a constant source to the internet if they are trying to write a speech, they're trying to write their debate so that they can find information that is factual, that is interesting, that really adds meat to whatever it is that they're trying to say. And I have found that it is incredibly useful, and the kids are really successful with it because it is something that they like to use, it's something that they're familiar with, and it is really easy and quick. It doesn't have a lot of startup time and things like that, and it's a really fast way to transition in between technology and then back to more like paper writing sort of thing.
Awesome. So, do you think technology is necessary for students to succeed in today's society?
I do, mainly because the way that our society is moving, things are becoming more and more based on computers and different types of technology. There are numerous jobs in the market where you have to at least have basic knowledge of different types of computer applications, but there are also many jobs that are being replaced by computers or people who can use the computer. And so I think that in order to set our kids up for success outside of the classroom and into the future, then it is our job to get them ready for that. I also think that it's important for us to bring this learning into a more like real life application. For example, instead of just saying, here's how you do a math problem, we need to be showing them, here's how you do a math problem and here's how you're going to use it in the real world. As teaching high school, more often than not, I hear so many kids saying things like, well, when am I going to ever use this again? And I think that using technology and using things such as STEM labs, we're able to bring the learning to life, and we're able to add some more real world context and meat to the information so that they can apply it to the real world.
Do you think, since technology is becoming so much more involved in the classroom, do you think every child needs to have a computer at home?
Well, I think that it's impossible for us to say that every child is going to have a computer at home because, especially in our county, we have a huge majority of students in a public school setting that actually live below the poverty line. And so I think that it's just not even something that we really can even venture to try to do because we can't tell people, what they need to do at home. I think it's great. I think that the more that we can get kids, adjusted to technology, the better it is. But I don't even think that that's like an argument worth touching because it's just not going to happen. So that being said, I do feel as though it's a huge responsibility on the part of the schools, on the part of the teachers, to allow children who don't have access at home to have the time to do it at school. For example, we at my school, we have labs that are open. We have 4 computer labs that are open like from 6:30 in the morning, and they're open to like 5:30 in the afternoon, so that the kids who don't have a computer at home, they're allowed to come early, stay late to get these web-based projects done if they don't have the ability to do so at home. And I think that that's really important.
So, how do you feel about collaborative learning?
I think that asking our students to work together and to use each other is absolutely crucial in the development and the learning of a child. First of all, when you leave school and you enter the job force or you go to college, you will always have to work with others. Sometimes you love the people that you work with, other times you do not. And it does not matter how you personally feel about somebody, you have to work together. And so I feel as though if you integrate, projects where they have to collaborate with each other, I feel like you are just helping to give them the tools that they need to be the most successful adult that they can be. I basically spend every day trying to figure out how can I take what I'm teaching them and translate it outside of the classroom, because I feel as though as teachers, we're not just trying to get them to be successful only in our classroom, but we're trying to get them to be successful beyond. And especially as someone who teaches at a college prep school, I want them to be successful in college. I want them to be successful when they get a job. And so therefore, as often as I can, I get them to peer edit and to hear each other and to pair up and practice their speeches, to write speeches together. They have to debate in groups, because I feel like it teaches them to be patient with one another, to be respectful, to help delegate tasks, to divide things up. And I think that that is huge when we look beyond the scope of just your classroom walls. And I think that as educators, you should always be looking beyond your classroom walls.
Okay, thank you.